My name is, okay, there we go. Now I know it's recorded. Okay. Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm working on a project called JMDB. So this is a Japanese music databasing website with the added functionality of being able to automatically search auction sites for specific albums. This site was made because Spotify has region locking issues specifically with Japanese music, and so it's hard to find certain albums from certain artists. And so this is just a way to centralize it and then to also be able to look for those albums via an auction site for collectors like myself. So right now, there's just login via Google authentication. And when you come to the main screen, it will load your wish list and collection based on what is actually in those fields. If you wanted to go see all of your albums, you could go click on My Albums, and you can see everything here. There's some image replacement that needs to be done on this page. But generally speaking, that's kind of the workflow. If you wanted to go browse all of the albums in the system, you could come to this page here. What I might do actually is change it to this view. Okay. So if you go to, or if you browse the rest of the system, or you want to browse all of the albums in the system, you can see everything in the system: artist, year, duration, title. If you click on an album, it will bring you to the album page. These buttons here are red, meaning that you can delete or add them to your collection. So if we delete one from our collection and we go back to our screen, you'll notice that the collection or the albums, My Albums, is only 2 long as opposed to 3 long like it was before. We could add it back and then go back to that screen, and then again, we'll see that it's now added. If we wanted to add something, we could, there are a couple ways to do this. The quickest way to do this is to actually grab something from Spotify, like an album from Spotify, for example. I believe I actually have a Spotify open real quick, so let me grab a random album here. Okay, so this will work. So let's say that I wanted to add an album. What I could actually do is copy and paste a link from Spotify for the album page. Click the import from Spotify button, and it will actually import all of the information using Spotify's API. And then upon submission, you'll be brought to whatever the album's page is. So this is the album that I just added. I didn't add a description to it just for demonstration's sake. But yeah, I could add this to my collection. I could go back to the main screen, and you would see that this is now a part of my collection as well, or my albums. Let's say that you wanted to actually search for, on an auction site for a particular album. What you could do is click the shop button, and this will bring you to a page that will actually search for the album via various APIs. So the one that is set up and currently working is Rakuten API because it was the one that had an API that I did not have to pay for. But currently there are no results for this particular album. But let's say we wanted to do a different album, like one of the ones that was in the database earlier. This is the Japanese name for it, Otogi by Eve. If we wanted to search, then we would see the results populate here. And this would be the album that we're looking for. So if we wanted to go purchase this album, we could click on the open button there, and it will bring us to the external link for whatever the album was. And then you could purchase it through this site, but you've now at least found it. But that is my current progress on the project. I believe I covered everything. Editing works the exact same way. If you wanted to delete an album, I guess that's something I could show. So say we don't want this one that we just added anymore. We go to the edit page. We'll see the delete here. The data is auto-populated based off of what was in the database. We can delete, and now we go to the browse page, and we can see that that album is no longer there. So that is everything that I have done at the moment.